So hi everyone, my name is Inbar Osherdan and I'm working for Habonim Dror organization. Our organization is a youth movement and we are operating a few different Masa programs. I will talk now about two of them. The first one would be Kibbutz Ulpan program. The Kibbutz Ulpan program is basically, of course, I can show you our video and presentations, but I really rather talking to you, explaining, asking, answer your questions and hear a little bit from you, because all the rest of the things you can do also on our medias. So I will explain about the Kibbutz program. The Kibbutz Ulpan program, it's a 5 months structured program that set up in different kibbutzim around Israel, where you can arrive to the kibbutz, and during the program, you will learn Hebrew and volunteer at a kibbutz. The division between the two is about 22 hours a week studying Hebrew and 22 hours a week learning, working at the kibbutz. Of course, you have trips and activities, and you're a part of the community of kibbutz, and all of that under an amazing umbrella of this very special way of living at the kibbutz. The Kibbutz Ulpan is a program that combined, it's not only for tourists and Masa participant, it also combines new olim, that means new immigrant, people that are making aliyah to Israel. And it's a combination, it's an amazing combination of also people from all over the world, and with age range that it's pretty wide. The age range is between 18 to 30. Now Masa also expanded the age range to 16 to 35. So we also have kibbutzim that accepting participants that are until the age of 35. But the minimum age in order to start the program is 18. The kibbutzim cannot get anyone, cannot get any participant before he's turning 18. So I'll just explain a little bit about the daily routine at the kibbutz. Of course, it's changing for every kibbutz. We have 6 kibbutzim. That means that 6 kibbutzim, and we have 2 sessions for each kibbutz a year. That means that we have around 12 sessions a year. Even though COVID is crazy and things are changing rapidly, we were still able to open all of our sessions in the past 18 months since COVID started, and that is amazing. Although these crazy times, we were able to accept participants from all over the world and to give them the experience of spending an amazing semester in Israel in a kibbutz. So we have kibbutzim in the center of Israel and north of Israel. And of course, each participant can choose which kibbutz he wants to arrive and on the time that is best for him. Of course, I'll be happy if anyone had any question during this conversation. I will be happy to hear an answer. One of the most amazing things about the kibbutz program is that that the price is very, very affordable. The price of the program is $6,150 for 5 months, including the accommodation, the food, and the trips and the events, the health insurance, the Hebrew studying, the volunteering at the kibbutz. It's really like an amazing full pack of experiences that you can gain in a really affordable price. The kibbutzim, as I said, we have many of them that are in the north and 2 in the center of Israel, and they're welcoming participants from all over the world all the time. It's really beautiful to see how the connection between people from different countries, like from the other side of the world, are just connecting into one amazing and strong group of people. I'll be happy to to take any questions if someone have. Joshua?
Does anyone have any questions that they'd like to ask about the Kibbutz Ulpan program to Inbar? Anything about, let's say, the programming, what the schedule looks like, anything like that? We'll just wait another minute or so. If not, do you want to maybe just explain, I know you mentioned like a day in the life, do you want to maybe mention some of the TLM that you do or other aspects about the programs, maybe some of the volunteering options, things like that?
Okay, sure. So some of the volunteering options, of course, it's changing from every Ulpan and also every session. The volunteering at the kibbutz, it depends on the needs of the kibbutz. That means that the needs are changing according to periods. And it can be in the kindergarten, it can be in the kitchen, in the dining room, it can be in gardening, it can be in, for example, in one of the kibbutzim, they have volunteering in the carpentry. So also one of the kibbutzim have zoo, for example, like a small zoo, so they can volunteer with the animals. The volunteering are really, they have many options, but it's also changing. So it's best to talk to us before your arrival to the program and to each kibbutz specifically. As for the daily routine is also changing from one kibbutz to the other. But in general, as I said, the division is pretty much half of the time you will be studying at the Ulpan, and half of the time you will be working at the kibbutz. In some of the kibbutzim, they are divided into according days, one full study day, one full volunteer day, and it goes on. And some of the kibbutzim, they are divided into two, like every day you will learn and volunteer at the same day. About the trips and the events, we have every month we have a day trip that we're taking the group, exposing you to Israel, like really to see the country, to feel it, to walk the country. Some of the trip have also like a night over, but again, that also depends on the session and on the program. But the kibbutzim have, every time they have amazing events inside the kibbutz. Some of them would be only for the Ulpan participant. That would be, I mean, the director of the Ulpan and the staff will do those events. And some of the events are also part of the community of the kibbutz. During the holidays, the kibbutz members are inviting the participant to be part of the celebration of the holidays. If it's I mean, happy days and also memorial days, of course, but all the ceremonies of the kibbutz, the participants are welcome to join. And that's a really amazing combination of people, of like the Israeli, the locals and the tourists.
So another question. So the first question that you sort of explained there was, what does the schedule look like? The next one is, how do we get info about the kibbutzim involved to make a decision about which to choose?
So about the registration, basically you're asking about the registration process and the information. So the registration, and of course the information is part of that process, but all that information is given from the registration department. I'm the head of the registration department, so I will I'll write down my email, and everyone who have any question or want us to help in the decision of which kibbutz is the best kibbutz for him is welcome to write us or to call us or to schedule a meeting with us. Of course, we also have our website. That now we are improving our website, so you have all the information that you need in that website, and you can see everything that you need there. Just 1 second.
We'll just wait 1 moment. The joys of being on Zoom. Does anyone have any other questions that they want to maybe write in the chat? And so for when Inbar returns, she'll be able to answer. Anyone have any questions in regards to anything else in regards to scheduling, programming, anything else?
I'm sorry. It was really unprofessional, but
It's
late
so
August
fine,
in
really,
Israel,
it's fine.
it's
It's
just a
fine.
disaster. I cannot even explain.
Inbar,
And
it's
my
fine, really,
babysitter
don't
just
worry.
canceled, so yeah.
Not a
I
problem at
really
all.
am
Not a problem.
apologize. I will write down my my email, and we also our website where you can check our website. They have all the information about all the kibbutzim, when the sessions are starting, and the end, and of course the program end date. And we're here for any question. From September 1st, it won't look like that, I promise.